I was sunbathing my Barbie dolls in our front yard when suddenly a ball went flying from somewhere and hit me on my head. A boy from across the street walked up to me and said, "I'm sorry about that. I'm Xander." I felt like my world had stopped the moment I looked up at his handsome face. "What's your name?" I'm Quinn. Do you want to be my king?" Before he could answer, Mom dashed out of the house in panic. When she saw the scratch on my knee, she turned to Xander like a raging bull. "What did you do to my precious little daughter, you little jerk?" Xander ran back to his house looking horrified. "Don't ever talk to that boy again, okay?" "But I want to play with him, Mommy." "Basketball is a physical game. It's okay for boys, but you'll ruin your perfect skin. You play with your dolls." "But they don't talk to me." "Just go to sleep, sweetheart. Your bed is safer than those stupid boys." "You're so mean, Mommy. I don't like you." Starting that day, Mom homeschooled me and forbade me from playing outside. Now all I could do was watch Xander from my window every day as he played basketball with his friends. One day, he looked up at me and smiled. And at that, I swore to myself that I would marry this charming boy when I grew up. Hi, my name is Quinn. I'm an only child of a crazy overprotective mom. And this is my story of how I let my crush's smile destroy my life. Please hit that like and subscribe button before I continue. When I turned 15, Mom finally allowed me to go to high school where Xander was also attending. I was so over the moon. He was gonna be mine now. He was popular at school for being rebellious. He would skip classes just to feed street animals and fail his exams because of partying all night. Every boy in school kept asking me out for a date, but I only wanted Xander, only him. We were graduating soon, so I needed him to ask me out already. It was my last shot. One day, I peeked from the classroom window when I saw Xander skipping class again. My best friend Jessica joined me and said, "Why are you so into him? Don't you see? He's fake." "What are you now, my mom?" "Plus, this is so romantic." "You call his rebellious behavior romantic?" "Ugh, you won't get it. You don't know why I want to be with him. You'll never understand." "What I really know is that you're so not his type. He likes cool and bad girls, not someone who lives in the library." "No, I am bad and cool. And I can do crazy, exciting things. Will you stargaze with me and my dolls tonight?" Jessica looked at me in horror. Just then, I saw a girl hopping onto Xander's motorcycle. Chloe, our school's famous gangster girl. "Wait till I get your boyfriend from you, you witch!" Just then, I decided I'd do anything to get him. Not even Mom could stop me now. The next day, I tried to change my style. I wore shorter clothes, put on some dark makeup, and constantly chewed gum. Mom almost fainted when she saw me. "Sweet Jesus! Why did you turn into a goat?" "Mom, why do you have to be like this?" "What do you mean?" "Overprotective and a bit crazy. It's not like someone is going to eat me up." "I have to protect you. Look at you. You're so beautiful." "So? If I wasn't beautiful enough, you would be different?" Listen. You're a smart kid and you know what I mean, okay?" "So I'm smart enough to understand what you mean, but not smart enough to take care of myself?" "I think that's it. I'll always protect you, and you can't do anything to stop me." "We'll see about that." And with that, I left. Everyone at school looked so confused. "Oh my God, who are you?" "I look cool, right? Maybe I need to get my nose pierced too. And oh, maybe a tattoo." "You don't need to try that hard. Just try to be less perfect, you know?" Just then, Xander passed by and winked at me. "Great looking, Quinn." Oh my God, it was working! My popularity increased when I finally joined Xander in his group. Thank God for Jessica. She was always covering up for me in front of Mom. But the principal called Mom and told her about my failing grades. "How did you go from a genius to an idiot?" "Mom, all this smartness doesn't make me happy. I want to feel loved." "What is this nonsense?" "Mom, don't you want to see me happy?" "Yeah, of course. But I also want to see you perfect." "Perfect? I'm just a kid after all." "No, you're my kid. And my kids are unique. Do you hear me?" "Mom, don't you think it's time for me to have a boyfriend? That will make me perfect. A perfect girl with a perfect guy, don't you think?" "What? A boyfriend? But I told you before. You're smart and beautiful and don't need a boyfriend. Boyfriends are for bad girls." "Well, maybe I just want to be a bad girl. Didn't you think about that before?"
"Oh my God, what's happening here?"
"Nothing, Mom. It's me being a girl for the first time in my life." I left her speechless and went to my room. Hanging out a lot with Xander and his friends made me a bit distant from Jessica, and she was upset about it. But I couldn't do anything about it. I had to be with Xander. I needed to get him. One night, I took Jessica with me to a party. I wore my prettiest dress, hoping that Xander would finally ask me out. But he was all over Chloe. And worse, Jessica and I were the only ones fully clothed. Jessica was furious. Why didn't you tell me that it's a pool party? I had to get Xander's attention and climbed up at the top of the giant slide. I raised both of my arms and screamed, "I'm a bad girl! Woohoo!" Then I jumped. I pretended I was drowning to get Xander's attention. He jumped in and saved me, and God, it felt amazing. One night, I decided to surprise him with his favorite pizza. From his bedroom window, I noticed his bed arranged romantically with scented candles. Did he prepare it for me? I sneaked in through the window and immediately hid in his closet, to see him walk in with another girl. Who was she? Another witch? To my surprise, they started making out. Oh, what a future husband stealer! I was so mad I barged out of the closet to pull her hair, but I tripped over something, knocking a candle over, which caused a little fire in the room. The girl immediately called 911 as we all panicked. Moments later, a fire truck, a furious mom, Xander's parents, and neighbors all gathered. And I had never been more embarrassed in my whole life. The night was a disaster, all for pizza. The night after that, Xander sneaked in through my window, too.
Do you want to go on an adventure with me?
Was that even a question? But I suddenly remembered something. Why don't you ask your girlfriend?
Oh, you mean my ex?
I immediately threw on my hooded jacket and hopped on his motorcycle with him. It was a dream come true. Minutes later, we arrived at the principal's mansion. I followed him as we climbed up the gate and we tiptoed to the back where there was a huge pool. To my surprise, he pulled me into the pool with him.
Let's have a little fun before teaching that moron a lesson for trying to fail me.
Xander swam closer and closer to me while staring right at my lips. My heart was about to burst out of my chest. Before our lips could finally touch, the lights inside switched on. Panicking, we jumped out of the pool and he started pouring red dye into it. We were both laughing our butts off as we fled the scene on his bike. Suddenly, a taxi blocked our way and to my surprise, Mom came out of it.
You're seriously choosing that boy over me?
Mom, were you stalking us? Oh my God, you're crazy!
No, you're crazier for destroying your life with that boy. I've investigated him and he's totally bad news.
I'm your daughter, but you don't own me. Now get out of our way.
No, you have to come home with me.
She started dragging me away from Xander, but I pushed her away. And with that, I told Xander to drive, not minding my psycho mom's protests behind us.
That was so cool, Quinn.
After ordering pizza, Xander took me to his favorite spot in the city where a very expensive sports car was parked. Is that yours?
Yup, that's my bad boy. Do you like it?
Yes, I love it. We sat on the hood of his car and looked down at the buzzing city while eating pizza. Call me crazy, but this was what I'd always imagined our first date was going to be like. I still felt like I was dreaming.
It was really nice to see this fun side of you, Quinn.
My heart started beating so fast the moment he held my hand. Jessica had been calling me again and again, disturbing us. She was so annoying.
Look, I've been meaning to tell you this since we were freshmen, but now I finally have the guts.
Oh my God, would he finally ask me to be his girlfriend?
Quinn,
His speech was cut off when I heard the loud blaring of police sirens coming closer.
Hop on the bike, quick!
I was so confused. What's happening, Xander? I held onto him tight as we immediately started driving away like a criminal straight out of a movie. But the police were faster. It ended with him getting arrested in front of me. Jessica sent me a message saying that Mom needed me. But Xander needed me more at the moment. Xander, why are they arresting you? What did you do?
I'm so sorry you had to see this, Quinn.
But what is it that you were going to say to me earlier?
Oh, just tell Jessica that I have been crushing on her since forever, but she has been a total snob.
He wanted to tell me more about it, but the officer had already shoved him in the car. So, he liked Jessica all this time? My best friend? At that moment, I felt like the universe had slapped me out of my fantasy. I couldn't believe how stupid I'd been to believe he was my soulmate. Jessica called again, and this time, I was so furious that I finally answered her. What do you want, Jessica?
Why aren't you answering my calls? Your mom is in the hospital.
What? Blood instantly drained from my face. I couldn't stop crying as I went to the hospital as fast as I could, and I almost had a heart attack upon seeing the doctors and nurses standing around the bed, looking so frantic. I rushed towards the door, crying even harder, but Jessica blocked my way. What happened to her?
She had a heart attack from too much stress, and
Just then, I passed out. The first thing I saw when I woke up was Jessica, and she wasn't looking sad. Mom! Where's Mom? Jessica dragged me to Mom's room, and I was so over the moon when I saw her radiant face. She was okay. Mom! Thank God you're okay. I missed you. I'm so sorry for everything. I love you.
I'm sorry for being so controlling too, sweetheart. I'll be better. I promise.
Our tearful reunion was cut short when the news from the television caught our attention. It was Xander, and he was getting imprisoned for 5 years for stealing a car from a rich man.
Oh, look, isn't it Xander? Your future husband?
Xander who? I heard he's a jackass. Mom became energetic all of a sudden.
Oh, thank God she finally woke up.
I just hugged them both as I giggled in happiness.